Living in Las Vegas, I think you inevitably get the question, why are you living in Las Vegas? When I moved here about 17 years ago from Southern California, everybody thought I was going to stay here a year or two and move back to Southern California. And I never did. I like it here. And I'm going to try and come up with 10 reasons why I'm living in Las Vegas. I think the number one thing is affordable housing. Now that's had its ups and downs, and with the economy lately, it has greatly reduced the cost of housing, and it's back down to where it was almost 10 years ago. So it's very affordable. Of course, you do have to find a job, but the housing's affordable. There's no state income tax. Again, moving out of Southern California, that was a huge, huge difference. It's just more net income in your pocket. Low property taxes. We have very low property taxes. Yes, gaming pays for the majority of things, and so we have practically nothing in property taxes. There's a huge variety here in everything. And I know other cities have a lot of variety, but we have a variety from the climate, where it's snowing up in the mountains, at the same time it's 80 degrees down in the valley and sunny, and you've got variety in shopping and people watching and activities, which goes to the amount of activities here, which is another reason. You've got unlimited outdoor activities, from the canyons to the lake to going skiing. We have skiing like less than an hour from here. We have great skiing less than 2 hours from here. You've got all kinds of day trips from one extreme of the climate to the other. A lot of biking here, a lot of hiking. We do have the stuff that everybody identifies us with. We have a lot of shows and concerts. You can go to a different show or concert, every weekend of the month and still not see everything. And the variety in that, again, is just incredible, and the quality of it's incredible. And being a local, they always run these 2-for-1 specials, so you can see them cheap too. We have great restaurants, and I don't mean just the 5-star restaurants on the Strip. There are a lot of restaurants now off Strip that are just as good, if not slightly better, and a whole heck of a lot cheaper than anything on the Strip. There's a high quality of life here for what you pay for, and I know a lot of people argue with that, but it is a very high quality of life from the standpoint of the services that you do get. And again, a lot of this is in jeopardy now with state budgets and stuff, and I'm not going to get into that, but for what you pay for, you get a lot. And that's why I'm one of the people that wouldn't mind paying a little more. If 2 million people in the state pay $200 a year more, that's going to fund a lot of programs. And I think, on the average, you could afford $200 a year more. Personal opinion. Professional opportunities here. Being a smaller city, there's a ton of professional opportunities, and that was a real driving force for me to come here. You can be very entrepreneurial here, and it pays off for you. Professionally, you can take it as far as you want. The same thing applies personally. There are a lot of options for personal opportunity. And by personal opportunities, I mean community involvement, with everything from a lot of nonprofit groups that I'm involved in, like Boys and Girls Club, Academic Corporate Council for UNLV, NDA. I know a lot of people that coach baseball teams and soccer teams, and again, you can take it as far as you want. And I kind of hit the point where I have to start turning down things, because you can get involved in so much stuff here. Plus you have all the art-related groups, and it just goes on and on. It's a very manageable city here. It's a little over 2 million people, and it is big, but it's not too big. You can still have a good feel for what's going on everywhere. It may now take you in rush hour an hour to get from one end of the valley to the other, but that's not that bad compared to other places I've lived. The other big thing here is you can make a difference here. With all this involvement, whether professionally or personally, with everything that you have available to you, you can make a difference in what you're doing, and either through work professionally or through personal involvement. You have a lot of opportunities to make a difference in what's going on. I do kind of feel that my voice is heard here a lot more, and you can really see a payoff for what you're putting into something. So that's more than 10. I think that's 12 reasons. Am I planning on leaving? No. It is really great. Even today, it's cloudy, and believe it or not, a cloudy day is kind of a fun thing because you can do different things. 360 days a year of sunshine, believe it or not, gets to be a little boring. Oh, and don't start it on, it's really, really hot here, because it's after the first summer here, I don't think you notice it. Even when it's 110, you don't notice it. You adapt to it very quickly, and it's really not that big of a deal. So I have no complaints about living here. I don't know if everybody else can say that about where they live, but I have absolutely no complaints living in Las Vegas. Later.